Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Jennifer's Tale, My Life as a Crossdresser. I, of course, am Jennifer, saying thank you for downloading this episode of Jennifer's Tale. And for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy what you see. And let's get into the topic of this episode. I was kind of running out of ideas or trying to think of topics to do for this new episode. It's a new episode I'm doing. I haven't dressed in about 5 weeks due to work or family or lots of different things. But I got the opportunity to dress today, and a topic came up unexpectedly. Because if you're watching this on YouTube, you might notice that my cleavage is not as pronounced as it normally is. My boobs maybe not as big as they normally are. And that is because after I got dressed as Jennifer, it's kind of warm here today. It's starting to get, and here in Minnesota, we kind of go from winter right into summer. There's no spring. And that's what happened, or is happening right now. Today's high is supposed to be about 82 degrees. So it's going to be kind of warm. And it's been warm in my house, and as I was getting ready, I did my usual everything to prep and get ready, including taping my cleavage together. And as I got dressed and ready to go, I started sweating, or perspiring, as women do. We don't sweat. And as I was perspiring and getting finished dressed, I got dressed and started taking some pictures. And I noticed that my tape, I could feel the tape that I use start giving. And that's because, like I said, it's hot. I was perspiring. That will get under the tape, and eventually it kind of pulls itself loose. In fact, you might be able to hear right now, my air conditioning just kicked in. That shows you how warm it is here. So anyway, my tape, I felt it coming loose, and I kind of had two options. I could just kind of let it go, which I've done in the past when I dress in the summertime. But this time I opted to I just got dressed. I'm going to be dressed for several hours. And so I just decided to pull the tape out and kind of go as you see in this video. Or my breasts aren't quite as pronounced. My cleavage isn't quite as deep as it normally is. So I thought the topic of summertime and having to dress for summer is kind of in order. So as I've been talking about, normally I've given you my tips on how to create great cleavage. Part of that involves taping your chest, and there are times when perspiring or sweating in the heat will have that tape give way and let go. So sometimes you kind of have to forego that. Now, I am definitely a girl who likes showing my cleavage, and I guess I'm kind of fortunate enough that even without my tape and just having my breast forms pushing my chest together, I do have some cleavage. And if I cross my arms, I really have cleavage. But it also makes my boobs not quite so pronounced. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad. I'm happy with my look. I'm not as happy as when I get to really show off the girls, but you gotta make do. One other thing too is that with summertime coming around, I'm actually considering wearing shorts this time of year. I may even try going without pantyhose. I guess I've reached the age where I don't want to stand out. I want to fit in with the rest of the women out there. And in the summertime, it's not very often you're going to see a girl wearing a skirt with pantyhose. Just because most girls, I don't really feel it myself, but a lot of girls say pantyhose hold in the heat and make their legs hot. I don't see it that way. My legs are always cool in pantyhose, no matter what. So, but if you want to fit in with the norm or the majority of women out there, pantyhose might not be the way to go. Likewise, wearing a skirt all the time isn't necessarily the way to go. A lot of women still wear leggings in the summertime just because they're comfortable and easy to put on. Maybe something a little bit thinner material would be better. And wearing long sleeves is also something that once you hit summer in the 80 degrees is not really, it looks kind of out of place when you go out. So there's lots of different things that you have to kind of think about based on temperature outside. You know, you wouldn't want to wear something long sleeve, pulled up tight outside when it's 85 degrees outside. One of the other problems a lot of us cross-dressers have is, in order to hide our 5 o'clock shadow, our beard shadow, we have to wear quite a bit of makeup. And when it gets warm, I know for me, when it gets above about 75 degrees, I start sweating, perspiring a bit more. And so when that happens, going out in public is a little bit more of a challenge, because you don't want to be outdoors a lot where there's no air conditioning. Air conditioning is definitely your friend when summertime comes. I know when I go out as Jennifer, I crank that sucker up as full blast as I can to try to keep as cool as I can so I don't perspire. And I try to pick areas or places to go where I can be in air conditioning so I don't have to worry about sweating. You know, going to the local mall, going to the grocery store, going to Walmart, going to the coffee shop, you know, something like that. Going places where I can be in the air conditioning, enjoying myself, enjoying the cool air, the cool comfort, and not being out where it's warm. Other things that you can do to avoid dying in the heat, that's about it, actually. Now I think about it, air conditioning is definitely this girl's best friend. Staying at home where I can control my air conditioning is always an option. Recording podcasts for you fine ladies out there. But being stuck at home is definitely something I don't really enjoy doing. You want to get out there. I want to get out there and have fun. Strategically place or prepare what you're going to do for the day, so you know where you're going and what's going on, and be somewhere where it's cool. I guess that's pretty much it. What do you expect? It's a topic that kind of popped into my head, and I just answered my own question. So I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to this episode. And until next time, this is Jennifer saying hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.